Let's go through the bailiff's place, and I'm sure we'll find the cell. It seems that the cell has to be somewhere here inside of this building. Okay. Looks like it's not gonna be that easy.
What are you doing here?
Pass through him. Oh wow, look at that. This is where the chair was. And now that's the guy. Sir Jezek. Alright.
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
Okay. I have some
It's
questions.
true to say I have a lot of questions.
Well, there you are, then. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
Are you questioning the authority of the Margrave? You may be right, but stick to the point.
I suppose there's some truth in that. I may speak with Sir Radzig and he might pardon you, but not unless you start talking.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
Oh wow, how did you find out about the crimps, Eric? Tell me about this dignitary from the monastery.
This highly placed person in the ministry. What can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
How did you find out about the crimps?
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
All friends.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Crimps in Sasau.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so.
And Eric.
This Eric? You reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this, Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced, and after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
That will suffice.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
You're a criminal.
Why would Sir Radzig want your allegiance? You're a criminal, and that's how you'll be treated.
I'm drunk. That's the thing here. In any case, I wonder, can I kill him?
No. Hey, you! Don't move a muscle.
Okay, I'm surrendering.
You're under a...
Very well.
He ran away. He ran away from the jail.
Get the fuck out of here, you shit.
What will happen now?
You've been shooting at people, you brute! This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn. Crime doesn't pay.
Oh, wow. That's quite a bit of money. I don't have enough money. Can we kind of talk out of this?
Enough! What impertinence is this? Do you really want me to lose my temper?
What's your game, boy? I'm not going to swallow that one.
Looks like I'll have to flee.
Hey, you!
Surrender!
Don't
Where
move
you
a
are.
muscle.
You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
Don't move a finger.
Oh, look at that! Even the criminals have weapons on them. In any case, it looks like I need some money. I can only get the money from my chest, and that's exactly where I'm going now. I'm going to my house, where I'm going to check on the money that they have there. What I really need to pick up are the lockpicks and the money, really. Everybody has no heads for some time that I was riding. They didn't have any. That's an awful glitch. Now here, let's see. Should probably check the value first. 19k groschen. That's what I'm talking about. Now, lockpicks right here, 204. Let's pick up over 50. Good. Now, if they catch me, I'll surely be able to pay, or I'll have to go to jail. Which is bad, real bad. Now, where exactly I should meet Sir Radzig? Where could he be? He's in his castle. So, I should better hurry up and get there. It looked like one guy disappeared there. I like the fact that they're working fields. Now, will the soldiers recognize me? It could be not. That's taking some time.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things.
There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Yezhek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
But he's a criminal. So what will you do?
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn! So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Yezhek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. So Yezhek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I'm not sure where to start, sir.
Then ask around the alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have heard something. These things can't be entirely kept in the dark. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
I promise Yezhek he could make a deal with you. As you command.
Come on, sir.
I didn't promise him anything. No. Looks like we are going to Sasau now. It's right here. So what do we have? Ask the Sasau bailiff about the crimps. Ask the innkeeper at the tavern on the green about the crimps. Ask the innkeeper at the Wagoner's inn about the crimps. Okay, first of all, it looks like we will be having a chat with the bailiff if we'll have an opportunity to do so. And now, the bailiff. Is he the bailiff? Yeah, that's the bailiff.
What are you here for?
Ask about the bandits and crimps.
I've got a few questions for you, bailiff, if you don't mind. Have you been having some trouble around here?
And what business is it of yours? Did someone complain? Who sent you here?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzig who sent me. He'd heard word that some unsavoury characters are holed up round here.
Begging your pardon, but what the devil does Sir Radzig care about it? And I keep hearing the same from Sir Sebastian. And he's got no dog in this fight either.
Okay, Sir Sebastian.
Sir Sebastian? Who's that?
Sebastian Baron von Berg. He's here under monastery law to protect us against all this unrest in the land.
Why should he care about the city? That's not his jurisdiction, is it?
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more vigilant. The goal of the man.
There must be quite a few strangers here. I hear they have been recruiting bandits here.
I heard some recruiters are meeting in Sasau. Seemed likely they get up to mischief and people might complain.
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman's the only one that comes complaining, but I pay no heed to him.
And what does this Lederman complain about?
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry, which is where, well, some youngsters go there to wrestle.
They go there to fight and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern. At least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other. And my catchpoles go by there from time to time to keep an eye on things.
Have you heard gossip about any strangers?
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the town? Maybe people acting oddly?
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or that, or people visiting him at night. But he's never done anything. He's a decent enough man. For a miller.
I'll try asking him if he's heard anything.
He lives on the other side of the river, by the bogs. But don't go getting your hopes up. He might not be able to help.
There must be quite a few strangers here.
You have an inn and the horse trails cross here. There must be many travellers come seeking work and not all of them honest men.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy matter.
Has there been anything like that lately?
No. It's been quiet here lately. But now that I think about it, I don't recall coming across anyone here like that.
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe as a merchant's guard?
There's always one or two like that. But if they don't get the job, they move on.
Alright.
Thank you, bailiff.
Hey, watch it. I'll remember you.
It looks like we've got a few leads. One of them is here, the tanner. We should probably move on and speak with the tanner. He has to know something. He kills for a living, you know, and skins for a living. Now, am I on the right path? It looks so. Let's hope the horse won't fall off. Done. Always, if I'm hungry, I could kill a bunch of local pigs. Take care of them. Hello, Tanner.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I've heard something ails you.
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now. I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell behind your house.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side. And when I went to tell them to take it elsewhere, they nearly beat me to a pulp.
Alright, where can I find them?
When are they there?
Nearly every evening. Every god-forsaken evening. Shouting and bellowing there till nightfall. And then they leave. Probably to get drunk.
How many are there?
How many of them are there?
How would I know? They make as much noise as a herd of wild boar in rutting season.
And did they all attack you?
Aye. They knocked the stuffing right out of me.
Nobody does anything about it.
And nobody does a thing about it?
I've been to the bailiff, but he couldn't give a rat's arse. There's no commotion under his window, so what does he care?
That's quite a bailiff you've got.
A scarecrow would keep better order.
Let me take care of them.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but there are several of them and just one of you.
Perhaps we'll be able to settle things peacefully.
Maybe. They might think twice before kicking your arse.
I'll try not to get off on the wrong foot. I don't want to, I don't have to go there alone. I'll try not to get off on the wrong foot.
Perhaps I can reason with them. It doesn't have to come to blows.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better yet, don't. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll get your reward. Don't worry.
Take care of the brawlers who meet in the evenings behind the tanner's house. Oh, that's interesting. So, I'll just have to wait here for a bit. And, so... Oh, look at it. Yeah, fast travel. It's time to wait till the evening then. 10 o'clock.